Welcome to the Inside Syracuse Basketball Podcast. I'm Mike Waters. Today on the podcast, I'm joined by Cole Swider, who just last week announced that he would transfer from Villanova to Syracuse. I talked with Swider about what went into his decision to transfer, why he chose Syracuse, and how he sees himself fitting in with the Orange. Cole, welcome, and how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing better now. I can definitely say that. I'm excited to be an Orangeman.
Yeah, let's get right to it. You made the decision that you were going to go into the transfer portal after 3 years at Villanova. What made you want to seek another place to play this year after 3 years at Nova?
Yeah, with all the things going on with COVID and the NCAA giving us an extra year of eligibility, I thought that there wasn't a lot of opportunity for me to grow at Villanova. I mean, with the guys' possibility of coming back and seeing all the things that happened throughout the season, I thought it was best for me to look at other options. And I have nothing but good things to say about Villanova. My 3 years there, we won a lot of games. I created brothers for life, and ultimately I got to play for one of the best coaches in college basketball and a Hall of Famer in Jay Wright. So it was a tough decision, and it was one that I'm comfortable with, but it was definitely hard and many sleepless nights and many times thinking how much I love Villanova. But when the opportunity came of Syracuse, it was one I couldn't turn down, and it was amazing to hear from them.
Were you hoping to hear from Syracuse, or I mean, were you confident that you might hear from Syracuse?
Yeah, I mean, I was confident, but at the end of the day, you never really know where the team is. You know what I mean? I saw a couple of guys going to the transfer portal, and I knew that there was a need at the position. But at the end of the day, the coaches can recruit how they want to recruit, and it was even more of a blessing when they called and showed how much love and confidence they still have in me. So it was great to hear from them, and honestly, the recruitment just picked up right where it left off when I decided to go to Villanova from high school. I mean, they were amazing after I didn't commit to them, and it made it such an easy transition talking to them now.
When you say they were amazing, when you first picked Villanova coming out of high school, what do you mean that Syracuse, the coaches were amazing with that?
I mean, they were first class. You know what I mean? They understood my decision. They understood why I went to Villanova and the reasons why I did. And they totally were on board with me, and they knew Villanova was a good fit for me at the time. So GMAC just asked me when I didn't commit to Syracuse, are you happy? And I said, yeah, man, I'm happy. So when I committed to Syracuse the second time, GMAC asked me, are you happy? I said, yeah, I'm ecstatic. So he just kept it real with me the whole entire time, and that's what made Syracuse such an easy decision the second time.
You know, I spoke with you briefly after you announced your decision last Saturday, and you said that you had just gotten off the phone with Buddy Boeheim. I was wondering what that conversation was like.
Yeah, it was so funny. I mean, Buddy called me after I committed, and he was just so excited. And then Coach Boeheim and Julie were in the background yelling and screaming. So it was so awesome. I mean, just to have that relationship with Buddy already, I can only imagine how close we're going to get when we're going to get there.
How well do you and Buddy know each other, and where did that start?
It honestly started when Syracuse started recruiting me the first time. I mean, I went up to Syracuse for their elite camp when I was a sophomore going into my junior year of high school. So Buddy was there, and we played against each other. And then through the AAU circuit and through my time visiting Syracuse, like he was always there, and we kept in touch even when I didn't commit to Syracuse. So at the tournament, we saw each other a couple of times, gave each other like a fist bump, talked for a second, and then he's obviously one of the best players in the ACC. So to have that relationship with him and knowing I'm coming on his team and he's one of my guys has made it really appealing.
What did either Coach McNamara or Coach Boeheim, what did they talk to you or tell you about in terms of how they see you fitting in with the team up here?
I mean, their biggest thing is that there's an opportunity and a need for me here. And that's all I was looking for in this whole entire transfer portal situation. like I was looking for an opportunity to be the player that I know I can be, and to prove who I can be. I mean, I have a big chip on my shoulder, and I can't wait to get going. You know what I mean? And the opportunity that presented itself at Syracuse was the best one, and honestly, it was the perfect fit for. It was just the perfect fit once I decided to enter the transfer portal.
I'm trying to imagine opponents trying to decide what to do. As you set a pick for Buddy, they can't double team the ball. They can't come off of you. They can't hedge too far, right?
Yeah, that was one of the things that me and Buddy talked about, the actions that we can run together, even me dribbling the ball and coming off of and Buddy screening for me. I mean, there's a lot of things that we can do. There's a lot of things that teams won't be able to do to Buddy. And I think that's one of the reasons why he called me. You know what I mean? He knows the type of impact that I'm going to have. And ultimately, I'm going to get him more shots, and I'll take the pressure off of him when they are doubling him. Because once they start doing that, I'll be open, and we all know what happens when I'm open. So.
Guys that shoot as much as Buddy always want to make friends with the guys who'll get him more shots, right?
Of course.
Aside from your shot making ability, and we know you made like 40% of your 3-pointers last year at Villanova. Take me through the rest of your game, maybe your strong suits, and maybe also some other parts of the game you're still working on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a complete scorer. I mean, I feel like I can score at all 3 levels. I feel like on the defensive end, I'm long, I'm athletic, and I can rebound the ball really well, offensively and defensively. I think I need to work on my lateral speed. I think I need to work on just the comfortableness with the ball in my hand and making plays going downhill. Using my size to get to my mid-range pull-ups and just different parts of my game in that aspect is something I'm going to be working on all summer at Syracuse. So I'm excited to work on those things and ultimately just continue to get better every single day.
So I heard in that answer there, the plan is to get up to Syracuse this summer.
Yeah, as soon as possible, man. As soon as possible.
What about playing the zone? What are your thoughts on that? Have you talked to anybody about what it's like to play that zone defense?
That was one of the main talking points when talking to the coaching staff and talking to Buddy. They see me being a real problem in the zone, my length, my IQ, and ultimately my rebounding ability. You know what I mean? And I played 3 years of man at Villanova, and I learned a lot of different schemes and different just language of defense, man to man. And going to Syracuse, I'll be able to learn the zone, learn different parts of the zone, and ultimately just try and pick it up as fast as I can. And I think it would be a great experience from going from a primarily man-to-man defensive team to a zone team. And I feel like at the end of the day, it's going to just continue to develop me as a player and get me to be my best.
You played 3 years at Villanova. Under normal circumstances, you'd have only one more year of eligibility. But because the NCAA granting all the athletes an extra year, technically you have 2 more years to play. Is that your plan right now? Or do you think you're going to be like a 2-year guy? Or, asked another way, did knowing that you have 2 more years of eligibility factor into your decision that maybe I need to go find someplace else to play because I could be looking at 2 more years?
I mean, it definitely helped, but at the end of the day, I wanted to find the best fit for me. And if that's 1 year, if that's 2 years, who knows? But I'm just going to try and go in every single day, work as hard as I can, and at the end of the season, we'll find out what's the best move for me, and we'll do that accordingly.
You're not the only player Syracuse has brought in through the portal last week. Just before you, Symir Torrence of Marquette, and he's a local kid. We know him here in the Syracuse area. We know Symir, but so 2 Big East guys coming to play for Syracuse in the ACC. You got to see Symir over the last couple of years. What do you think of him?
Yeah, I've known Symir since he was probably in 9th or 10th grade, and I played against him in high school. He went to Vermont Academy. I went to St. Andrews. So we're pretty familiar with each other when it comes to competing against each other. And then at Marquette, same thing. I mean, we both played in the Big East. We both played for good teams in the Big East. So it was battles every time we played them. And honestly, Symir is a great player. And he brings a lot of versatility to our team, being able to move Joe to the 2 or give Buddy a rest and bring him in. I think he's going to be a great fit to our system, to our team. And he's a great player, and I think he's just going to continue to get better with the work ethic that he has. And I can't wait to get with him on campus.
Well, I'm sure Syracuse fans can't wait to see the both of you suit up for the Orange next season, Cole. Congratulations again, I guess, on your decision to come to Syracuse, and look forward to seeing you play next season.
Thank you, man. I can't wait.
Thanks for joining us here on the podcast.
Sounds good.